All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. And guys, today we have a premium QSP knife that comes by way of the Apex Pass Around group. Thank you, David, for all you do to keep that group going. I appreciate it every time. You just do a great job, and thanks to all the knife companies that participate along with us. This one's from QSP, and there you go, QSP, better knife, better life. And this is the Legatus, or I think that's right, Legatus M390 blade, titanium handle with carbon fiber and red G10 inlay, which is really cool. There you go. Really nice premium box here. Has the, sorry, if I can get this out of here, has a card about the knife, talks about the ball bearings, gives you some of the stats, which I think is really, really cool. And then there, website and warranty information. I'll keep this card out because it might come in useful here in a minute, but a really nice box, really well done. So this is the knife, and by the way, say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Log and TV. I kind of rearranged them. Man, I did a bad job too. Kind of rearranged them a little bit to give me a little more wiggle room on the table, and plus they show up in the back of my live camera really well. So here we go. This is the QSP Legatus. There you go with that titanium scales, carbon fiber and red G10 inlays. Really, really neat looking. It is, those inlays stand slightly proud of the scales. There you go. It's not meant to be a flush fit. It's meant to be like that and really cool. Got the typical QSP pivot, nice finish on the G10. It is flat scales, not contoured, but there is chamfering on the edges. The screws do stick proud ever so slightly, but not much. You can see there. Do have the relief on the lock side and the over travel stop here. Pivot on this side is just the flat and the screw, T8, I believe. But again, you can see a really nicely done, really well finished knife. You do have a backspacer with a lanyard slot hole, whatever you want to call it, lanyard pin. Really interesting clip. We'll come back to that here in just a minute. It is a good clip, so nothing negative. We'll come back to it. And mostly open construction. You do have that partial backspacer there. And as far as the blade, it is M390, is a flipper. Has a finger choil. Woohoo. Very nice. Thumb ramp up here with no jimping, which is actually way becoming my preference. I just think jimping is done wrong way more often than it's done right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a negative person, but I really like this one. M390 on the blade steel there. QSP logo there. Really cool looking blade shape, guys. I really dig this one a lot. It is just beautiful, if you ask me. And that satin finish, really well done, as QSP is known for doing. Did cut some boxes open earlier. Sorry about that. Dirty. There we go. All right, on this side, we have this logo, which I'm not entirely sure what that is, unless it's because of this, which is the DBW design, and I bet you that's their logo there. So there you go. Now, really well done. As I said, there's a nice little clip point, has a nice swedge up here. Really well done. Now, let's talk Ergos, guys. So really nice fit in the hand. As I said, it is kind of a very flat handle scale material. So it does feel a little squarish in the hand, even though it is chamfered. But you get a really nice grip, and it's not irritating, but it is definitely, a little more flat. I just wish it had a little bit of a contouring to it. The pocket clip, you do feel that a little bit, but not a hot spot. You do have a little extra handle there for me, and you come in here really nicely. Now, if you get up here in the forward finger choil, it is a great fit. It just feels really good in that configuration. To be very honest with you, every time I used this knife, I used it like this. I did not use it in the backed up grip. It didn't feel as good to me. It feels good, just not as good. This feels wonderful. So yeah, there you go. So as far as our friend Action. It has a nice detent, guys. Just let's see. Here's the brake test. Yeah, it's going. Now it's not super hard, but it is definitely firm. It is a good detent. So let's close that just so you can see. All right, do that a little bit better this time. So nice tight detent, but not overly tight. Flies out of there really, really well. Drops like crazy with those ball bearings in there. Really, really nicely done in that regard. There you go. Just a really great knife. And this look, guys, I mean, just look at that. It is very nice. As far as centering goes, all right. Yeah, I'd call that dead center. Again, it's hard when you're looking through the camera. Sorry, I keep pulling it out here. But yeah, it's dead centered as far as lockup goes. And by the way, no lock stick, no issues like that. I would call it, well, there we go. 20 to 30 there, somewhere in there. Very nice. But the action is just terrific. Now, lock bar access is not wonderful. It's not terrible, but it's flat, as you can see here. So you do have to dig your thumb down, and it is a little bit on the stiff side. So that's the only thing. You can get in there well, but you have to definitely force it over in that regard. But again, I don't call that too much of a detraction. So I just want to show you this card better. Didn't do a great job of showing it earlier. Thank you for choosing QSP. We hope you enjoy it. Now, we will talk about specs. Now, first things first, on White Mountain Knife, which let's make sure it's actually available. Yes, it is. It's available on White Mountain Knife for $280. $280. That's kind of high. The carbon fiber inlays are doing that. The M390, the titanium, the fit and finish. That clip, I didn't really get to finish talking about the clip. It is a right hand carry only tip up. It is very tight on the retention there, but it does go in and out of the pocket fairly nicely. I don't have to pry it up or anything. It goes in on its own. Decent clearance, could be a little bit more. The ramp didn't seem to be a problem. Let me just try it one more time. I carried it several times, but it goes in and out very, very well. It's not a big deal. I just wish that ramp was a little bit lower. And I think it would go in and out just a little bit better. So I'll hold this up while I talk through the specs, because I think this is actually a really cool idea for QSP to send this card. 8.125 inches on the overall length, 3.375 inches on the blade. Let's see if it gives me cutting edge. Yeah, 3.375 is the cutting edge. It is a flip. We didn't talk about the tab. I'll come back to that. And then the handle is 4.75. So plenty of room on the handle there. Now, the flipper tab is not too tall. It's pretty good. Good jimping, good shape. It is a light switch, and it's fine. It grabs a hold of my hand, my finger, whatever that is, and does just fine. So really, the only thing I'm really negative about is a little bit better lock bar access, just because of that tension would be nice. Other than that, and that kind of squared off feel in the hand and the backed up grip, I think this is a really, really nice knife, and I'm really glad to have gotten to see it. Just to be clear, when I point out items that may sound like nitpicks, that's exactly what they are, guys. This is a knife I would be very happy to own. So please understand when I do that, I like to make sure that you understand that I'm just showing you all of the details of the knife. So there you go. The QSP Legatus went a little bit long on this one, so I'm going to wrap it up. So if you guys want to give me a thumbs up and a comment, and let me know exactly how you feel about this knife and what your thoughts are. QSP's really doing a great job and pumping out a lot of knives, guys. So if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And for those of you that already support the channel, thank you. And thanks to all of you for watching the KnivesFAST channel.